Hi, it's Miss Welsh again, and today we're going to go back to using our ruler, and we're going to measure some straight lines because we need to know how big to make certain things. We need to know the area, the diameter, the perimeter of things so that we can do our art better. Okay, so once again, I'm going to review that whenever we use this type of ruler, we have to look and make sure that we are not measuring from the end of the ruler, but where this little line is. And I even put an arrow pointing to it so you know where to go with this. Okay, so if I wanted to measure 1 inch increments, I'd put a little dot where that began, and then one above, and one above. So they're each 100% an inch apart. Okay, and it's best if you want to measure things in 1 inch increments to do it this way and not this way where you put a dot and then another dot, then you move your ruler, line it up again, because that just takes too long. Plus, if you want your dots to be in a nice straight line, you're going to kind of need to do that. You're going to need to have the ruler lined up and still, not moving around and things like that. Otherwise, it could end up all over the place. Okay? And when we need to measure to find out how long something is. So let's say I wanted to find the distance between this dot and this dot. I take my ruler, I put it where the 1 inch starts. From here to here is 1 inch. Okay? And I see it's 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, but then it goes a little bit past the 6th inch. Now what are we going to do? Well, if you look at your ruler, between each inch is a long line. It's not quite as long as the inch line, but that long line, that is the 1/2 inch. Then you have a slightly shorter line. That is 1/4 of an inch. So think of this like a whole pizza. If you're going to eat a whole pizza, that's really hard to do. Okay? Maybe you might be able to eat a half pizza if you tried really, really hard. You might be able to eat 1/4 of the pizza, which is a little bit smaller. Okay? So if we look at where our dot is, it's under 1/4 of a pizza. So the smaller line, but not the smallest line, that's the 16th. So the distance from here to here is 6 and 1/16 inch. Okay? Let's try that again. I'm going to put a line here and a dot here, and now let's draw our line. Okay? It again is 6 inches, but it's not quite 7 inches. So we have 1/2, then we have 1/4. Okay, so how many quarters are there? There's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So we have 6 3/4 inches. Now, the best thing for any of our projects to do is to try to get it on a 1/2 inch as much as possible, which is that little line between the two numbers. But if you just can't quite make it, try to make that line a little longer for our project. Okay, I know sometimes it's hard, but you can do it. Okay, don't forget to practice this. Okay, ruler is really cool to have at home. You always need to measure stuff, and especially if you like to be a fashion designer or a car designer, you're going to want to have these things. Okay, this is Miss Welsh. Have fun, and I know you can do it.